Hi friends, and today we can discuss from the average due date ICI study material illustration 9 and all the 8 illustrations and complete theory part uploaded already. Please watch through playlist. And of course this ninth problem is completely different from earlier 8 problems, and this is the last illustration. And after completion of this, still there are some practical questions and we can solve them. So here in the illustration 9 we are going to discuss whenever partners they withdraw the money, drawings are made by the partners and how to calculate the interest. And already we discussed in the partnership, whenever partners drawings and firm is going to charge certain rate of interest, even amounts with regular intervals are drawn. Say example, in the beginning of every month the same amount withdrawn by the partners, you have to apply the average period 6.5 months. In the middle of the month drawn 6 months, end of the month drawn 5.5 months, like that. Different amounts withdrawn on different dates, we need to apply the products method. But here we are going to work out the products method. Simply the amount withdrawn, for how many months they have to calculate months to be multiplied and get the product. Amount withdrawn and at what time he is going to pay, for all those months you have to pay the interest, multiply the number of months or multiply the number of days and get the product. Go for the total of product. Simply total of product by 365. If you multiply with the number of days by 365, if you multiply with the number of months divided by 12 into rate by 100. Total of product by 365 or 12 into rate by 100. That's all. That is a simple way to calculate the interest on partners drawings, different amounts withdrawn on the different dates. But the same you can work out by the average due date method also. By both the methods you can work out when partners withdrawn, drawings are made by the partners. So now we are going to discuss by both the methods. First, ordinary method, normal method. As I said, simply products method. Second, you can go for average due date method also. By both the ways you may calculate. So when the partners withdraw the amounts, okay, right. See that first, let us see A and B are partners in a firm and they have drawn the amounts for the firm for the year ending 31st March 2015. During the year on different dates, amounts are withdrawn and they used to pay on 31st March 2015. For that point of time till the 31st March 2015, we need to calculate the interest. So let us discuss how to calculate the interest in ordinary system. So partner A and also partner B. Let us come to the first partner A. It is given that, so amount is given July 1st, amount withdrawn 500 rupees. Simply multiply from July 1st to March 31st, 9 months, into multiply with 9. The resulting amount is 4,500. And because you are able to calculate here clearly months and you can multiply with months. If months not possible to calculate clearly, you can multiply with the number of days. But here for A it is possible to calculate clearly by months. Okay. And another amount withdrawn on September 30th, 800 withdrawn September 30th to March 31st, October, November, December, January, February, March, 6 months into 6, 4,800. 4,800 is a product. And another amount is withdrawn on 1st November. 1st November withdrawn 1,000 rupees. And obviously November, December 2 months, January, February, March 3 months, totally 5 months. And it would be product is 5,000. Product is 5,000. And next another 28th February, amount withdrawn 400. And there is only March month. That's all. Only multiplied with 1 month. Product is 400. Just go for the total of the product. And if you add the entire product, the total would be 14,700. As I said, simple to calculate the interest is equal to total of product divided by multiply with the number of months 12. If multiply with the number of days by 365, into rate by 100. Here rate is given 6 by 100. Okay, say if you multiply with the number of days, total of product by 365 into rate by 100. If you multiply with the number of months, total of product by 365 into rate by 100. Days 365, months multiplied by 12. Okay, and here the interest amount is 73.50. That's all. This is a simple method. Need not to go for average due date method. And for B, actually it is not possible to consider the number of months straight away, and we have to calculate the number of days, because 12th June 1000 rupees, 12th June 1000 rupees, and you may multiply 12th June in the sense, in the June 18 days. Okay, till March 31st you have to go. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March 31. And if you go for the total number of days all together, and of course the number of days will come here 292 days. You will get the product 2,92,000. 2,92,000. Similarly, another drawings are made by B, 500 rupees on 11th August. 11th August amount drawn by him is 500 rupees, and it should be multiplied again with within bracket 11th August means in the 11th 20 days, August 20 days, September, October, November, December, January, February and March. From August 11th to December March 31st, the number of days you can check it, and of course here the number of days will come to 32 days. And multiply 500 in 232 days, the resulting amount 1,16,000. Okay, and go to the another one. Another drawings are made 9th February 400. 9th February 400. How can you multiply 9th February in the sense, in February how many days? 90 days. March 31 days. Totally number of days 50. 40 into 50, the resulting amount 20,000. The resulting amount 20,000. And lastly, amount withdrawn on 7th March. The 7th March amount withdrawn is 900 into number of days, obviously 24 days are there. 900 into 24, the product amount is 21,600. Again go for the total of product. The total of product is 4,49,600. Again interest formula, interest is equal to total of product divided by 365. If you multiply with months, 12. If you multiply with the days, 365 into rate by 100, 6 by 100. And therefore here it is 73.9068. You may take 73.91. So this is what ordinary method. Whenever partner withdraw the different amounts on different dates, so you can multiply in this pattern, which is not average due date method in the normal method. And of course you can work out the same in the average due date method also. How can you work out in average due date method? Let us come to the first A point of view. There are 4 transactions given. Take that. July 1st 500, September 30th 800, 1st November 1000, 28th February 400. You can select one of them, any one like a base date. Better to select earliest date is a base date. Here you may select base date is equal to July 1st. number of days from base date to each due date, but here you can directly take months because there is a clear gap of months. You can directly take the months, not days. Okay, so July 1st to July 1st 0, July 1st to September 30, July, August, September 3 months, and July 1st to November 1st, July, August, September, October, November, October 4 months, July to 28th February, and of course it is July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, 8 months. And multiply to get the product. 500 into 0, 0, 800 into 3, 2400, 1000 into 4, 4000, 400 into 8, 3200, and go for the total of amount and total of product. And the total of amount 2700 and the total of product 9600. Again, average due date is equal to base date plus total of products by total of amounts. Okay, that is what July 1st plus 9600 by 2700, and that is approximately, you can say that 3.556 months. 3.556 months means July 1st 3.5 months approximately. July 1st 3 months means August 1st, September 1st, October 1st, half the month 15 days, August 16. So 0.556, you may say, sorry, July 1st plus 3.5 months, July 1st, August 1st, September, October 1st, 15 days till October 16th, and 0.556 you can take plus 1 day, October 17th is the average due date. Okay, obviously interest to be calculated October 17th to October 17th to 31st March. Interest to be calculated. So, but need not to calculate all these number of days. You may calculate the number of days also, no problem. But it is very, very simple. From July 1st to March 31st, 9 months. Okay. 9 months totally from July 1st to March 31st. Okay. Actually 9 months in the sense already from July 1st to October 17th we know that 3.556 months are already over. Therefore we can say 5.444 months still they are. So you may calculate the number of days. Otherwise you can calculate from July 1st to March 31st, 9 months. Already here 3 months are over. From this day, obviously remaining months 5.44 months, and there you can calculate the interest like this. Interest is equal to 2700 into rate by 100, 6 by 100, 6% into, you may calculate 5.444 divided by 12, or you can take the number of days also, you may calculate divided by 365 in such a case. So interest will be 73.49. 73.49 simply. But of course here it is given alternate or it is given by some other way also, in that some other date taken as a base date. You may select any base date, ultimately the result would be same. Okay, right. Come back to the next B, and we can take it how the drawings are made by him. First 12th June 1000, 12th June 1000, 11th August 500, next 9th February 400, March 7th 900, March 7th 900. Okay, yes, out of these date we can take one date like a base date. Any date you may select, but here this is the base date taken, Earliest date normally to be taken, of course according to that March should be taken, not March, February should be taken, but of course here June taken, still there is no problem. Base date taken June 12th, any date you may select. From 12th June to 12th June, number of days 0. From 12th June to from 12th June to 12th June, number of days 0. And 12th June to August 11th, so June 18 days, July 31 days, August 11 days. Okay, total number of days it looks like 60. Number of days 60. From June 12th to February 9th. Okay, so of course no doubt at all, and June is the earliest date. Sorry, what I said February is not like that. When you follow the March year ending, and June is the earliest date we have taken. Okay, earliest date only we have taken here, right? So that from June 12th to 9th February, and June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February 9th. And if you add all these number of days, the resulting number of days will be 242. Number of days 242. Again from June 12th to March 7th, take the number of days, and June 12th means June 18, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, and March 7th, and take the total number of days. Here you can say 268. Okay, so no doubt out of the given dates, any date you may select it, but here June 12th taken, and June 12th is the earliest date, no doubt at all. Okay, so not February, June 12th is the earliest date. When you go for in case of calendar year, of course February is the earliest date out of this, but here March is the financial year, so that June is the earliest date. Okay, and multiply and get the product. So 1000 into 0, 0, 500 into 60, 30,000, 400 into 242, 96,800, 900 into 268, 2,41,200. That's all, no more. Go for the total of amount as well as total of product. So here the total of amount 2,800, and the total of product would be 3,68,000. Then here average due date is equal to base date plus total of products by total of amounts. That is base date. Here we have taken June 12th plus 3,68,000 divided by 2,800. Okay, so that is 131.42 days. That is 131 days to be added to know the average due date. Okay, let us add the 131 days. 131 days to be added to June 12th. In June we can add still how many days? 18 days. Okay, June 18 days we can add the remaining 113. July 31 days we can add. 82 days are still. August 31 days we can add. 51 days. September 30 days we can add. October 21 days. So average due date we can say in the given situation is October 21st. Payment should be done on October 21st. Now interest to be calculated October 21st to March 31st. See that how many days in October? 10 days. November 30, December 31, January 31, February 28, March 31. Therefore 11, 1 3 1 4 4 2 6 6 3 9 9 3 12 15 16. So total number of days looks 161 days. So interest to be calculated for 161 days. Therefore interest is equal to amount into number of days by 365, 161 by 365 into rate by 100, that is 6 by 100. Okay, the resulting interest in the given case is 74.10. 74.10, 73.49 approximately. The interest is same. You can do the whenever drawings are made by the partners on the different dates, different amounts, you may go in the ordinary method or you may go for average due date method also. So almost all varieties of sums we discussed in the average due date. Just to practice, we can discuss the practical questions also. Okay, and we can discuss the practical questions in the next class. Bye.